Hello, my tequila friends. Your Tequila Guy here for our next review. We are doing a brand that has been exploding in popularity lately with 86 points on Tequila Matchmaker, made at a single brand distillery. We are now looking at El Ateo. This is an 86 points on Tequila Matchmaker. It has been making the rounds on all of the YouTube, Instagram channels. All the influencers are going on about it. In all of the Facebook groups that I go to because I'm Facebook old, they're all in unanimous agreement. This tequila is amazing, so good. So let's find out. All right, so take a look at the bottle. This is their Blanco. They have a couple different expressions. I think they currently have 4, including a still strength. So I paid $50 for this with my own money, and that is a lot to pay for a Blanco, given that there are alternatives and that some of the good brands are coming down in price. But at the $50 price point, to me, you are competing with the very best in class. So I'm going to hold this to a pretty high standard, especially since everybody's telling me how good it is. I tend to have contrarian opinions, and that's just something that happens. And that's okay, because this is an opinion-based business. The business of tequila is to find one that you like. Let's see if I like this one. All right. So I'm not going to do the thing where I hold the legs up, because I've watched the videos and reviews that I've done, and you can't see it. It's not coming across. So I'll just tell you about the legs. I'm going to swirl it up, take a look at it, and describe it to you. And you can, trust me. So this is cooked in a stone brick oven, crushed with a Tahona, fermented in stainless steel tanks, open air fermentation without fibers. It is then distilled twice in a steel pot with a copper coil. This is a very good pedigree. Those are all things you want to see in your production details, particularly stone brick oven and Tahona. You got those two things going, chances are you're on the right track. It's not a slam dunk by any means, but it's a good start. All right, so let's move this around a little bit. The legs are definitely a little thick, running slow. Exactly what I want to see. Now we move on to the nose. All right, there's definitely agave in there. It's cooked agave and raw agave. It's not the warm baking spices cooked agave that you go for in a high-level tequila, but there's a lot of agave in there, no doubt. I also smell a very strong amount of anise, which is, again, just a really fancy word for licorice. It is the second note. The agave's first, the anise is second. Getting a little bit of florals, maybe some honeysuckle, a little bit, not a lot of florals, and not a lot of citrus. And I'm not smelling a lot of black pepper either. It's agave and anise. Those are the two main notes I get out of this. Okay, not mad at that. I'm not usually an anise forward kind of guy, but everybody's got their thing. Let's give it a taste. 2 sips, as usual. 1 to warm up, 1 to find out what I really think. All right, first sip. Hold, please. And then the tingle happens. So just let that tingle. If you're doing the 2-sip method, when your mouth gets real hot, just wait for it to cool off a little bit, and that's the sweet spot. That's where you want to be. All right, mouth warm but not hot. Let's see what we think of this. Okay, so there's definitely tasting cooked and raw agave on the palate. First out in front, like that. The oily viscosity is definitely there. It's creamy in the mouth, and that's good. Black pepper shows up through the mid, right about the middle of your sip until the end. The black pepper shows up, makes it kind of spicy. I definitely taste some alcohol in there, not a tremendous amount. It's blended pretty well, but it's definitely, there is a straight alcohol note, which I don't really go for. And the anise, the licorice that I said was on the nose, also kind of dominates the palate. Never really been an anise forward tequila drinker. It's not my go-to flavor profile, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Take another sip, see if I can dig anything else out of here. I think I taste a little bit of honeysuckle too, a little bit of clove, but those notes, I mean, I'm working to dig for those. Those are not just popping off at me. I'm trying to find more nice things to say because the truth is, it's just not really doing it for me. I'm sorry. Everybody loves this brand, and I have a great respect for any tequila. If you got the stones to step up and try and make a tequila, I don't care how bad it is, you have my respect for trying. This is a decent tequila. It's not something I would buy again. Sad to say. It's not something I would turn my nose up at a party at either. If you had this on your bar, I would drink it. But for $50, there's a lot of bottles sitting here that are about $50 that I would buy 100 times before I bought this one. The score on this, as I mentioned in the beginning on Tequila Matchmaker from the panel and from the community, is 86. I would not give this an 86, not for myself. I would give this an 82 and 83 tops. And I know you think 4 points isn't a big deal because on a 1-100 scale, 4 points is not a big deal. It's, you know, an A is an A. But this is not an A plus tequila. This is, in the Tequila Matchmaker rankings, the highest score is only about 94. So on a 0 to 94 scale, a point is more than 1. And to me, a 3 or 4 point swing is a whole grade up or down. 86 is an A. 84 is a B. 80 is a B minus C plus, that kind of thing. And that's, you know, just my reflections, but I've had better. I've had better. This isn't bad, but I would not spend $50 on this again. If you like an anise forward tequila with a long peppery finish, this is the one for you. You need to buy like a case of this. But if you're looking for more of the softness and sweetness of the agave, if you're looking for more florals, if you're looking for minerality, if you're looking for all of those yummy buzzwords that we all show up for in a good tequila, I'd pass, honestly. I'm going to finish this. It's not bad, but it's not great. And at that price point, I think we can do better. And to the tequila world that I talk to on Facebook groups and every place else, I'm sorry that I disagree with all of you. But then again, everybody gets a say. You have yours, and this is mine. Drink it. If somebody else has it, spend $50 a better way. All right. Let me know in the comments. Have you had it? Do you like it? What do you like about it? What notes do you get out of it? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I got a junk bottle. I don't know, but it's not doing it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Those are the things that keep me alive. And I will see you in the next video. Next time you go into a bottle shop, let them know Your Tequila Guy sent you. All right, thanks.